Hey everybody, I'm Jerry the King Lawler, and everybody knows that I'm a Cleveland fan. But if you want to talk baseball, you got to listen to One Cardinal, One Cub, and One Beer with Vince and JJ.
Hey, welcome to One Cardinal, One Cup, One Beer, episode 148. Look at
Yes.
that. We are two
Hey,
episodes
hey.
50.
Big special effects here at the One Cardinal, One Cup, One Beer.
And I want to tell you all, episode 150, and this is my issue. It's not JJ's.
Oh.
Episode 150 is going to be a little disappointing because it is the episode right before the playoffs, and I have to leave town. So if it's okay with JJ, if we could record on Monday before the playoffs,
Of course.
and then it's going to have to be an abbreviated show because I've got a ton of stuff to do. So we are going to celebrate episode 151 as if it's 150 because let's not even count the first episode.
Yeah,
We didn't
it was rough.
you're doing. I mean, I called you JoJo. You called me Vanessa. We were
Yeah.
terrible at this.
I was like Teddy Long, one club, one beer, one Cardinal.
I love putting Teddy Longs up there and Bill Apter, who no one knows who he is because he doesn't even announce himself.
Yeah.
One Cardinal, one club, one beer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But we got a 101 with the Undertaker, so that was worth it right
That was
there.
good. That was good. It was good. So those of you who are watching us on the YouTube channel, please subscribe to our channel so you can have our information as soon as we post it. And those of you who follow us on the Facebook page, please like us on Facebook. And if you'd like to contact us, you can contact us through one of the platforms, through an instant message or a comment, or you can do the old-fashioned email thing, one card, one cup, one beer at gmail.com. Those of you who would like to support our efforts on Patreon, just go to patreon.com and in the search bar type One Cardinal, One Cup, and One Beer. And if you find someone else than us, then we are getting a hold of our lawyers. And let me tell you something, we have a lot of lawyers on retainers because we deal with big bucks here. Thanks to our Patreon people.
Yeah, thank you.
JJ, I want to show you something.
All righty.
Uh,
Oh.
these are my Christmas projects that I'm making to sell. And
Okay.
I'll sell them on Facebook Marketplace and some of the craft shows around. I am taking these old album covers and making them into drink trays for the holidays.
Oh, yes.
So these are just old album covers from whenever like we were kids and they had the Christmas albums. And then I'm putting them in the frame. It's waterproof and you can use it as a drink tray or you can just set it out for Christmas decoration, which I'm sure is what most people do. So
Yes.
that's fun. I try to find something different,
That is unique.
and that's something it's not unique with me, by the way. But anyway, we've been going to Record Exchange. That's on Hampton, one of my favorite vinyl stores, and they have a ton of already cut out album covers for $1. So man, let me see what else I got here.
Yeah.
Not that one. Here's one that's pretty cool. It's not Christmas, but there's a Grim Reaper.
Oh, yeah. Look at heck yeah. I remember Grim Reaper. Couldn't tell you a song they had, but I remember them. See what we got there. Bat Out of Hell Meatloaf?
No, no. John
Oh,
Matter.
early. Yeah, early stuff by him.
Yeah.
Ain't even done with the night, I think, was on that album.
Ain't even done with the night this time.
Oh, yeah.
Great album. So
Great album.
yeah, I'm having fun batching all these out, just having a blast doing that. How are you
That's
doing?
pretty good. I've got some unusual little stories. Try not to be too boring. Thursday, I'm just minding my own business. And Vince, you know when somebody says, I'm just minding my own business, there's more to the story. But I'm driving home, I'm in the slow lane, and right by Hefner Furniture, and North 67, I see a black sports car go flying over the overpass, and then I'm riding, and there's a long descent into the road, and I'm going pretty fast, and that black car is just going faster, faster, faster. And so I get over in the fast lane. It comes over, and it's a black sports car, and it had license plates. It says Texas, and underneath that it said Mason, spelled just like Mason Wynn. I'm pretty sure that was Mason Wynn's car. Now, I didn't see him in Milwaukee because I know the Cardinals have shut him down for the season. But when the Cardinals were at home, he was in the dugout for Cincinnati. So I don't know. I believe that was either his girlfriend or him in that car that came down the thing, and he was going pretty fast. I'm just saying. I was doing probably 70, and he was about 85. I'm saying. So Mason Wynn, slow down. We need you healthy for next year. Also, Friday went to Tony Pruno's, and it was just me and Tony. Other folks couldn't come. No, Vince had family obligations and was going out to eat with family. But I went over there and we basically watched the Cardinals lose and watched. He showed me the first 3 or 4 episodes of Ozark, and we just chit chatted. He's got a lot of projects going on. Just an incredible man cave, Cardinal man cave he's got. So it was just a privilege being there. Saturday, Friday, before I went to Tony's, I stopped at SP Sports Cards in Farmington and on St. Genevieve Street. And I bought a card, and I'm going to show you this. These are neat cards that have come out. They're hard to find. They're called Home Field Advantage, and it takes one player from each team and puts the player on there twice and then puts things around, like James or the Woods kid from the Nationals. There's cherry blossoms and the Capitol building there. PCA, it's got Navy Pier. And I finally found one, and I got it, and it's Corbin Carroll. And right there, and there's the Home Field Advantage cards. They're not as popular as people thought they would be. The NFL have something similar, and they're 5 times worth 5 times more. For some reason, the baseball ones haven't really caught on, but I like them. I wanted one, and I finally found one. You just have to open a pack and luckily get one. Pops puts these out, and I really like those Home Field Advantage cards. So I got that, and I was going to buy some packs of cards. And of course, they said, hey, on the house. And I said, thanks. Look at that, Vince. And this man came in. He was probably around my age. And he goes, hey, how's the podcast going? I never saw him in my life. And I go, oh, pretty good. And he said, are you the Cub guy or the Cardinal guy? I said, oh, come on, I'm the Cardinal guy. I think I had a Giants hat on at the time or something like that. And so maybe that threw him off. I don't know. But anyway, we got fans out there, Vince. And finally, Saturday, I went down to a Boys Dream Hobby Shop. And, Frank Thomas rescheduled, Terry Pilton rescheduled, but they had my arch nemesis, Fred Bird, down there. Let me tell you, Fred Bird is full of crap. All right. Fred Bird, the only thing he did, the kids loved him. He held the kids and took pictures. But anytime there's a picture, he did a fart noise. And everybody, I tell you what, Fred Bird, after the 30th time I heard that fart noise, I was fed up with it. All right, Fred Bird, you're a hack. And then Danny Cox is down there. What a privilege. Now, I'm amazed at how big these pictures are. Man, they got gigantic hands. Now, not Fergie Jenkins size hands, but Danny Cox, pretty big guy. He's got long white hair now. He was always real clean cut when he played. I got a couple cards he signed here. There was Danny Cox when he played. Real clean cut guy. And now he looks like I don't know, man. He's just got long white hair. And we talked about he's a big hunter. Used to have a hunting show on the radio, and good guy. And he lives in Illinois now. And I got a fall signed by him right there. And Danny Cox, and it's authenticated on the back. So get your authentications. That kind of proves it is what you say it is. And then I got a couple cards to show off. I met Vince Coleman, I've met many times. I got a card signed, and Jack Clark too. But for Tony, I got his card. So anyway, I got a 1981 Tim Raines, and this was not the panel, his rookie card. This was the actual first card he had right there. So Tony wanted that. Tony's putting this super neat collection together. but I got a Warren Spahn autograph card of Spahny. Look at that, revving up the baseball. It's got the glove down there around his wrist. I'm so proud of that. And Brad, the guy who owns the shop, said, JJ, when I put this card out, he told the staff, he goes, well, the only person that wanted to get that is JJ. And I was like, I'm honored that you thought of me that way. So that was my weekend, kind of in a nutshell right there. And just a lot of baseball and meeting friends and talking baseball and the podcast. And I was trying to get Fredbird to do something, but I don't think he could. And I don't think he understood me. And between the fart noises, he just walked off. So I said, all right, that's it, Fredbird. I'm through with you.
I have never known a fan that has so much hatred for your mascot.
It's weak. I'll take the Cubby Bear or the Pirate Parrot or that guy with the mustache in Milwaukee. Any of them. No, I do like him better than the Mr. Reds guy. Come on now, that's the baseball head guy. That's freakish. That scares the kids.
And the Mets have the same baseball head.
Same deal.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the transactions and injuries. Not a whole lot. Houston's Luis Garcia is on the 60-day IL with right elbow discomfort. It's not bad. It's just kind of discomfortable. That's what I think about it. Because not in pain. It's just discomfort. And also with Houston, Lance McCullers is on the 15-day IL with right hand soreness. For the Phillies, Jose Alvarado is on the 15-day IL with a strained left forearm. And get into it a little later. They've already clinched, so Alvarado can just refresh for the playoffs, I guess. Los Angeles Angels, Andrew Chafin's on the 15-day IL with left tricep inflammation. That may be his season there, because they're not going into the playoffs. And Travis d'Arnaud's on the 7-day concussion protocol list. San Francisco, Dominic Smith's on the 10-day IL with the right hamstring issue. And Los Angeles, the Dodgers, not the Angels. Will Smith is on the 10-day IL, right hand contusion from punching Chris Rock.
Oh, man, how about that? I didn't see that coming.
John Brevia, former Cardinal, was released by the Braves last week, and then he latched on with Boston and signed a minor league contract. So we'll see what happens there. He pitches his way to do some postseason pitching. And in Arizona, Anthony DiSaffini, which I cannot pronounce Italian names, he's been DFA'd, and hopefully no one picks him up, so I don't have to try to do that name again. So. Only one obituary of note. Ted Ford passed away. He was an outfielder. He played for the Indians and the Rangers from 4 years, from 70 to 73. In 72, he had a pretty good year. Playing part-time, he hit 14 dingers and 50 RBIs. And then the next year, he just slumped and couldn't make it back into the majors. But Ted Ford passed away, so rest in peace, Mr. Ford. Weird, but he drove a Dodge.
No loyalty these days. No loyalty.
Yeah. So the Brewers have clinched a playoff spot. They haven't clinched the division yet.
Right.
But the Phillies have clinched their division because the Mets have decided to sink like a rock. Now, they've come back the last 2 days, but would they lose like 9 in a row?
8 or 9, yes. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. The way things are shaping up, we're probably going to get the top wild card spot, which means that the bottom wild card spot, Mets or Giants or possibly Arizona, they would play
Dodgers, wouldn't it?
Play the Dodgers in the first round, and we would play the Padres in the first round. And then if we win in that series, we would definitely face the Brewers. I don't want to face the Brewers.
I'm telling you what, these are going to be good series. I'm excited. As a Cardinal fan, it'd be fun to watch some good baseball. We are so erratic. And I have to say the 6 teams Well, there's five for sure teams. The sixth team should be the Mets, but they're letting the Reds hang around and Arizona and the Giants. You know what? That's a good team. So they better be careful. There's less than 2 weeks left. I think the Mets have, it's not like they didn't try. They went out during the offseason and the trade deadline and made big moves. It's just not working out for them. They're
Ah,
almost like the opposite of the Brewers. Everything works out for the Brewers. They got Fetty. Fetty came in and gave a pitch against the Cardinals and did a good job against us. And I was like, man, where was that all year? That Brewer magic. They got that Brewer magic, man.
uh, yeah, I mean, I asked myself the question. It's like that last wild card spot in the National League. Nobody wants it.
No.
Nobody wants it. A team just has to, these last 2 weeks, just step up and win maybe 8 or 9 games, and they should have it.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I I mean, we have a Met fan who listens, and I'm sure that yeah, and Mark's like me, lives and die with every game. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
we lost. We'll never win a game again. It's May 4th and we lost. We'll never win a game again. That's how I am. And he's very much of that ilk. Um, but being a Cub fan, having seen so many things just melt away in my life, I really feel for him. I was like,
But momentum's everything. You can all of a sudden catch fire at the right time and just go through. You can. I've seen it so many times. Arizona and the Rangers and the Cardinals have done it. In years, I thought the Cardinals were like, well, we've easily got the best team. They fall short. And the team one where it's like, how do we even get in the playoffs? And we get on fire and go all the way to the World Series. So you just never know. Nothing's guaranteed. And Vince, I noticed this about baseball this year. I don't know if it's the financial thing or what. There's been a lot of injuries down the stretch. And I've seen everybody's trying to make that 40-man rotation or 40-man roster. Well, anyway, they're trying to make the postseason roster. And I see a lot of guys, they have a lot of faith in the minors coming up late. Like maybe some of these guys might actually be on on the roster when the playoffs start. It seems like I've heard about 10 guys coming up in the last 4 or 5 days on different teams. Now I don't know if they're giving people rest, but it seems like some of these top elite minor leaguers are coming up now with a shot at maybe even making the playoffs for their team.
yeah. And this is the time where teams expand the rosters. We've expanded ours, and I don't know if anyone's really playing for a playoff spot because I think when healthy, we know exactly what's going to be on the playoff roster. It's going to be a different roster for the first round and the second round.
Yeah.
First round, we won't have Tyon on the roster. There's no reason. It's a 3-game series. It's not going to be starting any of the games, so probably carry. Then maybe the series that we see Billy Hamilton make the playoff roster just as a bench runner. So that's probably last week. We signed him. 35 years old. We signed him. So, oh wow.
It doesn't seem like he should be 35, Vince. Where did the time go? I remember when he first came up. He was a highly sought after minor league player of the year for the Reds, and here he is at 30, like you said, 38, 36.
30,
Man,
35, I think.
35. Man, it went fast.
It did. Hey,
Well,
the
Vince,
faster life goes.
that's what my grandpa always used to say. Well, Vince, if you're not doing anything this weekend, and if you're in Little Falls, New Jersey, I don't know. I know you're a jet setter. You might be anywhere.
I'm right there.
I spin that globe and I point and stop the globe, and that's usually where you're at that weekend. And there is in Little Falls, New Jersey, is the Yogi Berra Museum, and it also is some sort of education center for youth. Kids take field trips up there and learn, I guess, about Yogi Berra. I don't know what else they'd be learning, but evidently they want to set a Guinness Book of World record this weekend. The most people playing a game of catch. And they're trying to get 2,000 people. You can go online, I guess, and show you and a friend playing catch, but they want to go for the record. And they got some big shots there. Bob Costas is going to MC. They're going to have lots of prizes and things. It costs to do it But all the money goes to the museum and the education program. Also up there will be some Yankees. Ron Guidry is going to be there. Willie Randolph and Bernie Williams. That's pretty cool. And they're going to be auctioning off stuff and giving away prizes. And right now the record is 972 pairs of people playing catch, and that was set at Willow Creek Community Church in South Barrington, Illinois. In let's see, do I have the year? I do not. 2017. So they're trying to break that record. Let's see if they can do it. And if anybody wants to be a part of that, get online. And I'm sure if you look up the Yogi Bear Museum, they'll have all the information there. I thought I'd just put that out there because that's kind of cool. That's one of those little oddity things that baseball does.
Yeah, that makes me think. Don't you think it'd be really cool if we had a small baseball museum in the hill on the hill?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah,
Eric Garagiola grew up playing there. Baseball was such a big part of growing up on the hill for
oh
these
yeah.
Italian families. I think it'd just be cool to have open up a little baseball themed shop or something and have a little museum in there.
Oh, I think that would be wonderful. Yeah, there's a lot of history up there on the hill.
Yeah, and have a stickball field,
Oh,
asphalt field in the back because stickball was a hugely popular game on the hill with, back yesteryear. And boy, I used to, when I was growing up, I would see stickball balls and bats at like sporting goods stores. I never see that anymore.
I never see that. Cork ball, was that something different or was that kind of the
I don't know
same
if
thing?
football was the same or not.
I don't need it. And then I remember up in St. Louis in the Pine Lawn area, every neighborhood had a tavern and they played with bottle caps and a broomstick. They played some kind of game or something like that. Or
Wow.
maybe that was just my dad, my stepdad, because he was pretty much frequented all the bars in the area. So maybe that's just something he did when they kicked him out or something like that.
Speaking of playing catch, um, my buddies and me, we played baseball all the time during warm weather. We played a variation of baseball. We played wiffle ball. I've mentioned on this, we used to play a game where we pitched with a tennis ball and played on asphalt. We played Little League. We played Indian ball where you'd throw the ball up and hit the ball and your buddy'd be the outfielder. Um, all kinds of games. Me and my friends, we used to play a game called Bomb Ball where we had one of those dime store plastic balls with air in it, and we would pitch that, and you could hit it a mile. Just had a blast playing that stuff. One of my favorite games we would play, though, we played a lot of pickle. Did you play pickle growing up?
I don't know. Maybe I know it by a different name. I remember Hot Box throwing it back and forth and trying to get in a rundown and stuff like
Yeah, that's
that.
it. That's what we call pickle. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. You had two bases and they just play catch, and then suddenly the guy tries to run, and it that was
It
a
was so much
blast.
fun. Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah,
Vince, we would play until we lived in this neighborhood where we had a field out way down there, and you could hear the mothers go, "Joey, time for supper," and then he'd leave, and then slowly but surely, each of them had to go home, and that was it for the day. And I actually never thought that would end, but I miss those days. It's fun now, the kids getting out there and playing.
me and my friend John, Christmas Day, we 10 or 11 years old. Um, I think he got a bat for Christmas. And it was one of those freak days in the winter where it was like 65 degrees. And so I went over to his house and we were looking at, talking about what each one of us got. He was talking about his bat. I said, let's go play Indian ball. It's just the two of us. Let's go play Indian ball. So we were out there in short sleeves on Christmas Day playing Indian ball, just having a blast.
Oh, yeah. I try to get Brody out there. He's so busy these days, but yeah, Don't have anybody to do that with anymore.
Oh, I saw an article that predicted the Gold Glove winners, and they had one Cardinal and two Cubs. Can you guess the Cardinal they predicted?
Well, I kind of thought he'd be in the running, Mason win and his fast car.
Yeah, Mason went in his fast car.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Tracy Chapman driving his car singing, "You Got It."
Maybe, yeah. She looked happy.
Oh, that's a great song,
It
man.
is a great song. I
It,
thought it never got out of my playlist. I always enjoyed that song, and then it had that rebirth with the country version of it. But I've always liked Tracy Chapman's version.
oh yeah, if I stop and just listen to the lyrics, I'll start tearing up.
I,
Yeah,
I'm very melancholy. I'm Irish, and we love the sad songs that touch the heart.
yeah.
So
Can you
the Cubs. Can I guess the Cubs?
guess the two Cubs?
I would say he wins it every year. Ian Happ would be one of them.
Nope.
All right. Nico Horner.
Warner's one.
And the other one, without a doubt, I don't know why it didn't come straight to my head, but PCA.
BCA's the other. Yeah.
Would this be PCA's first gold glove this year?
Yeah. Last year he was a rookie and he did. I, I guess because they figured he didn't have enough at bats or whatever or appearances, but he didn't even make the top three last year, the final. And
This year, though,
they
I
think he's
remember him being good last year, but this year, I don't remember a day or two go by that he's not making some play that nobody else would be able to make. He's always making some highlight type of play. It seems like every series there'd be a highlight of him going over the fence or running a ball down in the gap, and you're just like, there's no way he's going to get that. And then here he comes and he grabs it. So very deserving. He should get it this year.
yeah, I've been kind of spoiled because I'm to a point where anytime there's a fly ball in the outfield, I think he's going to catch it. Yeah, I mean, they'll hit a rocket, and I'm thinking, oh, well, he's going to get it. And then, doesn't get everything. So if someone hits one by him, I thought, well, how did that happen?
That was
And then
odd.
look, he's in left center, the ball's hitting right center, and he's kind of, it's just amazing. But
The great players are like that, Vince, like Brooks Robinson, and I'm going to put PCA in that breath with Ozzie Smith and Arenado, and I'm just thinking of some of the all-time Johnny Bench, and Pudge Rodriguez. Those players just always dug the ball out or threw the guy out trying to run, or nothing got over their head. And if and it's odd when they don't make the play, which most people couldn't. You're like stunned, and that's how good these players are. They bring the expectation up so high. It's unreasonable to think, nobody can make all these plays, but these are the guys that pretty much make everything you could ever think of right there.
yeah. Oh, Roberto Clemente Day was this weekend. Everybody
Yes.
wore 21, which is going to be a new tradition, much like the Jackie Robinson Day. And when you look at Roberto's numbers, 4 batting titles, 3,000 hits, 240 home runs, his arm was nobody's business. Just a complete baseball player and a great humanitarian. And Roberto was Puerto Rican, and there's kind of this legend that he was in Puerto Rico helping earthquake victims. He was flying to Nicaragua, um, which wasn't even his country. And the reason he was joining them on this humanitarian mission is he wanted to make sure that this food got to the people that needed it, that it wasn't stolen, to use a 90s term, by warlords, So, and I sure wish he was still around. But it was kind of a fitting way for him to pass, using the resources that he had made in life and helping others who he wasn't even countrymen with. what a tremendous guy. And in Pittsburgh, he is revered. He is Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Stan Musial, Ernie Banks, all rolled up in one.
I've seen pictures of like murals on side of buildings and things like that, and his name. And you know, early in the baseball cards, it said Bob Clemente. They said, no, I'm Roberto. And it was sort of like, it seemed like, why would they put Roberto down? I don't know why they wouldn't do that. But anyway, eventually his cards had Roberto Clemente, but there's some early ones that say Bob Clemente. And in all my history, what looking at things, I've never heard him even called Bob Clemente. So I don't know if that was some errors or what, but there was this award that they have, the Roberto Clemente Award now. They actually started it in 1971 as a humanitarian and good for the game of baseball, and giving money to charities and just involved in your communities. And when Roberto passed away, they made it the Roberto Clemente Award, which is so fitting. And a lot of players who have won it said it's the highest, award they've ever been given, and they're so honored by it.
Who's the Cardinal candidate this year?
Brendan Donovan. Brendan Donovan. I've got our division. I have everyone in our division. Would you care to guess each team's representative?
No, I just know it's Kyle Tucker from the Cubs.
Kyle Tucker. Now, I don't know what these
Paul
players do.
Skeens from the Pirates.
Very good. Very
Uh-huh.
good.
The Reds. The Reds. Boy, I don't know the players that well enough to know if any of them have like.
I saw this guy on the Reds. He's an older pitcher. He's in the bullpen, and evidently, Chris Ross has a thing where he sits down with a player for like a half an hour and asks really good questions and kind of crazy questions. And then one was this guy from the Reds, Brent Suter, who's been in the league for a while.
Oh yeah, former Brewer. Yeah.
And he's a really good guy, but I didn't know anything about all the other things he does. But he's kind of a mentor to the young guys in the Reds bullpen, and evidently they've been a pretty good bullpen this year. And finally, the Brewers, one of the starting 9 players, outfielder,
Is it Freilich?
Sal Frey. Very, you can't get nothing by Vince.
But I see guys interviewing. I think that's a pretty charitable guy. So.
That seems like a nice guy. Yeah, Sal Frelick. And the Cubs have had 3 winners overall in the past. Rick Sutcliffe when he was a Cub,
Yes.
Sammy Sosa, and Rizzo. And for the Cardinals, Lou Brock, Ozzie Smith, Albert Pujols, Carlos Beltran, Yadier Molina, and Adam Wainwright. So the Cardinals and Cubs have some great representation in that award and being big parts of their communities. So that's pretty darn cool. Vince, did you see the Rizzo retirement in Chicago?
Do you think I didn't see it?
Well, I thought so. What wasn't that great? Well, I mean, I'm a baseball fan, and I thought that's how it should be done right there.
I liked how he wanted to sit in the left field stands, and he's good friends with Ian Happ. And Ian Happ, at the end of the year, throws a ball, wraps like $100 or so around it, throws it to a fan and says, "Get everybody beers in the section."
Oh.
Or a couple $100, something like that. He did that, but he threw it to Rizzo. So Rizzo bought the beers for everybody, and he's sitting in the bleachers. Ballesteros comes up and hits a home run opposite field, his first major league home run, right to Rizzo, and it hits off his hand, and another fan got it. And Rizzo said, "That's why I'm retired." So
it made him more human. He's like one of us. If that ball, that would have happened to me too. I probably would have jerked my hand back at the last second. Go, forget this. I ain't gonna take a heater to the bare hand right there. But yeah, and they sung the national anthem. Eddie Vedder was out there, and Cindy Crawford of all people. Is she a Chicagoan?
Yeah, and Bob Odenkirk was in the stands. I
Bob
mean,
Odenkirk, really?
there's a
Oh man.
there's a lot of celebrities there for that game. Yeah, I mean, when you're a Cub fan and the captain of the team who brought you the World Series, you want to be there. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad that the Cubs have hired him. First of all, they signed him to a minor league contract so he could officially retire a Cub player. And he's going to be working for them in an ambassador role, kind of like I guess Yachty does for the Cardinals. So I'm very glad that he's back in the family. Um,
Way it should be.
and he was so happy to be back at Root, just hanging out with his buds in the bleachers. So
And the player today's players have ultimate respect for him. I mean, he didn't play that long ago, but it's good to see that. And of course, the Cub fans being a knowledgeable fan base, man, they just give him his proper flowers or love or whatever you want to call it. But that was really cool to see.
you still hear about this all the time when you listen to Chicago radio or Cubs podcast. The cultural shift started 2014. The Cubs are playing the Reds, and I think Nate Sherholtz was up when he played for the Cubs, and Aroldis Chapman buzzed his tower a couple times, and the Cub dugout, Rizzo and Chris Coughlin were yelling at him, and he did one of these like,
Oh,
"Shut up, you're just the Cubs." And then the next, I mean, then they're yelling back and forth. And then when Rizzo goes to take first base right there in front of the Reds dugout, he challenged the whole dugout to come out. I mean, he didn't wait for his teammates to be there. He went straight to the dugout, and it was like that was we are not the same Cubs. You don't push us around, and that seemed to be the cultural shift that we're a different team. We're not just a lay down team. So I a lot of respect for Rizzo.
yes. Great player. Great player. Kyle Riley, Seattle. If he hasn't done enough already, and I think he is the front runner for the MVP. I mean, the Mariners are setting pretty good right now. They haven't clinched anything yet, but 54 home runs. He ties the single season record for home runs by a switch hitter by not the one and only Mickey Mantle. He's the first player to hit 20 home runs from both sides of the plate in the same season. I did not know that as a switch hitter. His 93 home runs in the first four seasons is the most by a catcher in the Major League Baseball history for a catcher, his first four seasons. I didn't realize that either. Vince, this guy is setting all kinds of records. He's won a platinum glove, and he has led catchers in home runs 3 straight seasons, last accomplished by Mike Piazza in the early 2000s. So, my goodness, this Kyle Riley is something special.
He may not win it because since the All-Star break, he's still hitting home runs, but he's hitting under 200.
Ooh.
So he hasn't been nearly the player he was the first half. I mean, he's still hitting the home runs, but that's about all he's doing right now. So, whereas a month ago, oh yeah, he's got it locked up. Now I'm thinking if he doesn't have a good last 2 weeks and Judge just
Catches fire.
crushes the Yankees into the playoffs, then maybe Judge does win it. I don't know.
You know, I've always been partial. So I'm looking through my catcher glasses, but being a catcher, I can't believe a catcher's hit this many home runs. It's a grueling position. Foul balls. You have to. You're involved in every single pitch. You're calling the game or looking to the coach and getting the calls and relaying them to the pitcher. Blocking the ball, collisions, foul balls off your mask. It's just such a grueling position. So I think if Judge is going to win, he's going to have to really kick butt, take names. I think there's another name there's like 3 people that are up there for it, but I can't remember the third one. But he's had a great year in the Seattle. I don't know if they'd be there without him and that pitching staff. Vince, we played the Mariners, and I tell you what, you guys did too. That's a very good team, and now they've added Suarez, and they got that Bo Naylor kid at first base, and I don't know why the Indians got rid of him or the Guardians got rid of him. He was like the captain of that team with Ramirez. So they're a team to be dealt with. That's going to be, and a Rosarena's coming on, and Julio Rodriguez. That's a very good team. The top 7 batters, they can all beat you on that in that lineup. So they're going to be hard for somebody to knock out. It's going to be interesting seeing Seattle this year.
I've always said, and I've probably said it on here before, I think the 3 most grueling positions in sports is a catcher in baseball, a goalie in hockey, and a nose guard in football. I don't know how these guys get up in the morning. Big difference is in hockey, you'll play 2-3 times a week. In football, once a week. In baseball, you got 6 days that week. Your starting catcher is going to go 4 or 5 of those days. I don't know how they keep doing it.
I don't either.
I'm amazed. They're the toughest human beings on the face of the earth. That's why, JJ, you are one of the toughest human beings on the face of the earth.
I could take a beating. That's about it, Vince. I wasn't so good. I could just take a beating. I got ran over at the plate, foul balls. I don't know, diving for foul tips because I'm going to go after anything because if you can get one out, that's one less out you got to get. So I would be diving everywhere, and man, I loved it. I love it. I'm going to try to get like Tom Pagnazzi's shin guards and chest protector. I got chest protector signed by Yachty. I think I'm going to have every Cardinal catcher I run into sign that chest protector. I think that would be kind of a neat keepsake right there. So if I get Ted Simmons, he's my next one to get on that chest protector. You know,
you said you could get beat up, which automatically made me go to wrestling, which automatically made me think of Darby Allin, who that's 90% of the time he gets beat up. That's
Mick Foley. He just takes a beating. Yeah. I got so much respect. And that little Spike Dudley, they just threw him everywhere.
Foley was 300 pounds, whereas Darby's maybe 160 pounds. But speaking of Darby, I was going to tell you this at the beginning, and I forgot. October 18th, Violet is coming home, and we are going to Chaffetz to watch Wrestle Dream.
Right.
And it looks like one of my all-time favorites is going to be back, Eddie Kingston. So
I love Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How
So,
about that?
but this is not a wrestling show.
No, this is not a wrestling show. You can get there very quick, but not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today.
You got any other general news?
One, there is every once in a while a player comes along that catches my eye, and there is a kid. I don't know where he. Oh, I do know where he came from. The Giants have a right fielder named Drew Gilbert. I don't know if you know about this kid. He came over in a Mets trade. Let's see. I've got the information here somewhere. San Francisco traded Tyler Rogers to the Mets for a right-handed pitcher named Blake Tidwell, another right-handed pitcher named Jose Baito, and this kid named Drew Gilbert. And this kid has broken his arm running into the wall. He's knocked himself out in the minors. He comes up here. He's making plays like you wouldn't believe. He has and I think he's one of the reasons the Giants, who have all kind of underachieved this year, have caught fire. Sometimes a team of veterans just need a young guy with that young enthusiasm to set this team on fire. Vince, he hit a home run and he ran in the dugout, was screaming at the team. And Matt Chapman put his arm out and had to like hold him in a chokehold back like this. And he was like screaming and hollering the whole time. It sounds vicious, like what? But it was kind of hilarious. And they've become very good friends. And one time he made a great play in the field and his hitting coach was watching the game and he had a hood on and he grabbed the hood with his teeth. And he was like a dog chewing on the hood of the thing. And the team loves this guy. He's like the mascot of the team, this Drew Gilbert kid. Now, I don't know if he's going to make the roster, but this kid has pumped a lot of life into a team. And I've seen this happen a lot. Some kid will come up and all of a sudden just catch fire, and his enthusiasm affects the veterans. And it's a long 6-month season. So getting a kid like this, I'm going to out and try to find his cards now. Drew Gilbert, right fielder, San Francisco Giants, he plays right field too. And I think this kid would run through a wall if he needed to. So if the Giants make it, I'm watching this kid, and I'm gonna invest in some of the cards. This may be a one season thing, and he's done because you can't survive running into walls all the time. But Drew Gilbert, I'm a big fan of this kid.
I'll have to check him out.
Check him out.
I hope the Giants make the playoffs. I have a friend who's a Giants fan, and yeah, I hope they make the playoffs.
I like Brendan Webb a lot.
That would knock out the Mets, and I've got a friend who's a Mets.
Oh, I know. Somebody's happy, somebody's not.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on with the Cardinals?
Well, the Cardinals, we got back. I tell you what, Vince, it's just been a tough season. I mean, when the pitch starters do good, the bullpen falls apart. We've been banged up. Every team's banged up this time of year. We just got Brendan Donovan back and Nolan Arenado. A lot of people thought Nolan will never play another game for the Cardinals, but he went down, rehab, came back. And I tell you what, when you have a Nolan Arenado, you take things for granted. I didn't realize, I mean, I knew how good he was, but Nolan Gorman was playing third, and I hate to even say this, but there was plays he would just scoop up and not even throw over there. And Gorman, Arenado's barehanding it, throwing it over there, just lighting a place on fire. I know he's not the player he once was, but he's still an outstanding defensive player. Not as good as he once was, but still better than most. And man, you really miss him when he's not around, and it's a privilege to watch him play. We only have 2 weeks to go. I think it's 11 games. I don't. At this point, we kind of know what Nolan Gorman is this year. Let Arenado play because I think he's going to be gone in the offseason. But it's good to have Donovan, who I love, and Arenado back. Mason Wynn, I mentioned it earlier. He has a meniscus tear. There's no reason for him to be out there. I was surprised he stayed out as long as he has. They've shut him down for the season, and I don't see any reason why not. He's going to have some sort of surgery to clean that up. But with no complications, he should be ready for next year. And he's one of the few players we have this year that made a steady improvement in his hitting. I run into bases, just baseball smarts, running the bases. He's coming along very nicely, and I hope he's a big centerpiece of the Cardinals for years to come. We've had 10 players this year make their major league debuts, minor leaguers coming up, and it's always good to see the young kids coming up and making their debuts. Just fun. Johnny Crooks was, I think, our last one, or Jimmy Crooks, and I really like that kid. He's a young catcher, and he doesn't have the savvy of a 3 or 4 year player, but I think that kid's going to be pretty good. Right now, he looks a little overmatched at the plate, but he gets in there and gets his swings. And I have to say, Sonny Gray and McCreevy have been very good. I really, when they pitch, we have a chance to win. Livator, Michaelis, Saplante, the other 3 starters have been up and down, but here lately, I think Michaelis has put together 4 pretty good, really good starts. Palante is on one game, off the next, and Livator, but both Livator and Palante have pitched more than they ever have in any other season. I think they should be given fair chances to make a rotation next spring, and Michaelis will be saying goodbye to Miles. I've enjoyed him while he's been here. I just don't think he's the pitcher he once was. He almost has to be perfect to be effective anymore. I'd like to see the Cardinals bring up some of our young guys, give them a chance, and maybe sign 2 reasonably priced veterans, like say a Haney that was with the Pirates, or Quintana, someone like that, a veteran that maybe if the young guys can't make the rotation, they could come in and pitch until the young guys are ready. And it wouldn't be very costly, because really where we're at as a team right now, we're probably not going to be, even thinking about the playoffs, just getting better, making improvements all the way across the board. And right now our minor leagues seem to be getting better. Springfield, I think, is a playoff team down in the minors. So things seem to be getting better, and some of these players will be coming up. So we'll see what we got. This week, Vince, nothing really to write home about. The Cardinals were 1-6. We played competitive baseball, but we were just outclassed by the other teams. We played Seattle and Milwaukee, and we played Cincinnati last night. Like I said, 1-6, erratic hitting. The bullpen, the guys that have been really effective have been overused. is starting to really show. Leahy, he really shouldn't have been out there, but nobody could get anybody out. They brought Leahy in, and he did what he could, and he ended up taking a loss. But my gosh, he's just pitched every time you've asked him and pitched multiple innings. I'd like to see him get a shot as a starter next year. I have a question for you, Vince. I'm going to end with this. Last night it was a back and forth game. The Reds had pulled ahead in the bottom of the ninth, or bottom of the eighth. We go to the top of the ninth. We go to the bottom, and there's 2 outs, and the third baseman is playing. The Reds is playing where the shortstop usually is, and Donovan lays down a bunt with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, down by 4, and he gets a base hit. After the final out, the pitcher was talking to Donovan. I don't know what was said. I don't think it's going to be anything more, but Vince, what do you think about that? They're giving you third base, and the game is practically over, but it's not over till it's over.
Well, with nobody on base, he cannot hit a 4-run home run. Can't. You have to get on base to extend it. And if they're going to give it to you, take it.
I agree.
I don't like this gentleman's agreement. Oh, if you got a no-hitter, you can't bunt for a base hit. It's a freaking base hit. I don't care.
Get on anyway.
Bunt than someone with a little Texas League blooper into right center that falls.
Ricky Horton at the end. Yeah, Ricky Horton at the end of the game said, I understand. I understand both. As a pitcher, I'm like, come on. Mano, get the hit. But he said, as a Cardinal fan or as a baseball fan, if they're giving you third base, you take it. I know Ty Cobb or Pete Rose, that's the first thing he would have did. Okay, you want to play me like that? Boom. Now you're going to have to move that third guy back to third base. So,
yeah.
Anyway, he got a hit. And that hit, they can help him in his contract. Maybe now he's a 300 hitter instead of a 298 hitter. Who knows at the end of the year, but it could mean something.
Hey, Donovan's a smart ball player. And your chances of winning this game at this point are minuscule. But you got to start with a hit or a walk. And if he throws it over the plate, you got to swing or bunt it. And if they're giving you, third baseman's giving it to you, take it.
I'm with you 100% on that. Thank you. I'm not alone then. Thank you, Vince. You make me feel better. But that's it for Cardinal news.
Oh, the most under the radar thing is happening. Trey Turner leads the National League in hitting at 305, and he's on the shelf. Without anybody paying attention, the guy right behind him is Nico Horner, who is hitting 300. So, Horner in the batting title isn't what he used to be. That used to be it. That was your best hitter, whoever won the batting title. But I can say this, it would sure be nice for Warner next time he goes in to negotiate a contract, won a batting title. And I like Warner's game. He doesn't walk a whole lot, but he doesn't strike out a whole lot. He reminds me of my first favorite player, Bill Madlock. He just knows how to put the bat on the ball. Doesn't hit a ton of home runs, but he's hitting like 390 with runners in scoring position. I hope he wins the batting title. I hope he ends up at about 310 because went up by 306. That's not much of an average, but I hope he wins a batting title.
Oh, it'd be great for the team too. All your fellow batting champions.
Yeah. Jamison Tyone is back, and Ethan Roberts was sent to AAA. And then in the game Saturday, the Rizzo game, Owen Casey made a really good catch at the wall, and he and PCA haven't played much together, and there was some miscommunication, and they kind of missed each other, but Casey fell into the ivy and played another inning or two, and then they took him out, and he is on the 7-day concussion IL, and we called Alcantara up to take his place on the roster, and I don't think he's played yet, so Mike Soroka is back with the team. And it was interesting because when he got here, well, he only threw 2 innings, but his fastball was down to 92, which is what it was at Washington. He goes on the IL. He rehabs his fastball last night. First appearance, he pitched 2 innings, 96 again.
Okay.
So if you can throw 96 and his secondary stuff, he didn't have really well control over the breaking stuff yet, but pitched 2 shutout innings yesterday. Maybe he's the piece we'll have in the pen for the playoffs. And with Soroka coming back, Ben Brown got sent down to AAA, and thank God we don't have to watch him anymore. Oh, excuse me, was that out loud? We had a really good week. We went 5-1. Tuesday, while we recorded, we beat Atlanta 6-1. Cade Horton 6 1/3 innings, 1 run. He's now 10-4, ERA at 2.70.
Wow.
Half with a couple of hits. PCA had a couple RBIs, and Matt Shaw had a couple RBIs. So 6-1 beating the Braves. And then Wednesday, we beat the Braves 3-2. Kelly 2 for 5 with a home run. Horner 3 for 5. Just a fantastic game. And where are we at now? Yes, Tyone 4 1/3 innings, coming back for the first start. Rogers got the win, and Kittredge got the save, being Valencia is on the shelf right now. So Kittredge has been doing some closing for us. Thank you, Cardinals, by way of Baltimore. Then Friday, Tampa rolled into town. We won the first game 6-4. Hap went 3 for 4 with a home run. Horner went 2 for 3. Ballesteros 2 for 3. Matt Boyd, workman day like thing, 5 innings pitched, 4 runs, which was enough. He's now 13-8. Kittredge got his 4th save. Excuse me. And then Saturday, the Rizzo game, we lost 5-4 to Tampa. Bush did hit a home run. Ballesteros hit that home run off of Rizzo's hands, his first major league home run. Colin Ray pitched good, 5 1/3 innings, only 3 runs. Porter Hodge came in and gave up a run, and then Brad Keller came in and gave up a solo home run. And he took the loss 4-2. But that was Keller's first run he has given up since the All-Star break. He has been out, so amazing. So then Sunday we played Tampa. We won 4-3. Hap 2 for 3 with a home run. Horner a couple more hits. Ballesteros a couple more hits. Imanaga 5 innings, 3 runs. Assad got the win. He pitched 2 1/3 innings of relief, no runs. And Kittredge got his 5th save. And then last night we go to Pittsburgh. We won the first game 4-0. Bush 1 for 5 with a home run. PCA 2 for 4 with a double and a home run, a couple RBIs. Swanson a couple hits. Tyone went 6 shutout innings, got the win. Like I said, Soroka pitched 2 innings, did good, and Brad Keller pitched a third of an inning to get 1 out to get his 2nd save. And the only reason why he had to do that is because Porter Hodge came in and walked 2 batters and gave up a hit. So we had the bases loaded in the 9th, trying to let Pittsburgh back into this thing, but we didn't. Last I checked, we're at 4-1. Paul Skeens against Cade Horton. Looks like Cade Horton's going to get his 11th win, which should cement him with the Rookie of the Year. The catcher for Atlanta's having a good year, and the outfielder for the Brewers is also having a good year. But I don't think one player has impacted their team as a rookie like Horton has. Without Horton, we wouldn't be 24, 25 games above 500. He has been fantastic for us. So that's Cub news. You know who else has been lights out?
Oh, night and day, Jeremy Connor.
Jeremy Connor. Comes a time in every man's life when he needs some advice on relationships. you need to listen to the podcast DMDR, which stands for Dating, Marriage, Divorce, Remarriage, from my good friend Jeremy Connor, the Dr. Phil of the Boot Hill. You can find DMDR on Spotify or whatever platform you choose to listen to your podcast.
Vince, I got a good one. This is
Got a
going to
good
kind of
one?
this is going to kind of correlate with your other podcast you're doing. The topics are top 10 baseball movies or top 10 fictional baseball characters. You guys pick which one you want to do.
Ooh.
And JJ, I know you promote a lot of the different documentaries and movies, and Vince, you do too. So I thought this would be right up your alley.
JJ, make your decision.
Ooh, man, I don't know. I don't know if I could come up with 10 fictional characters, and they're in movies, right?
They're all in movies, yeah. You can, JJ, you can. And the fictional characters, they're all 2-point questions because you name the player, the person, the fictional baseball player, and then you name the movie that they're in.
Okay.
The movies are all just a 1-point thing.
Well, I tell
So
you
you guys
what.
pick.
I don't know what, Vince. What do you think? How are you feeling today? Movies or fictional characters? What do you think?
Let's do the fictional characters.
Fictional
Great. I was
characters.
hoping you guys would pick that one. And all of them are just 1 point apiece. And then if you guess the movie that person in is another point. And I don't have my ink pen. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't have my ink pen, but I do. So I'll keep track of the score.
Yeah, he's got one for you right here, Vince. All right, Ray.
Well, I just need something to keep track of the score here.
Did you catch it? He threw it to you.
I got it.
All right.
Man, magic's of television.
JJ Potosi, so you go first.
Oh, well, thank you. All right. Well, let me think about this for a second. Well, first of all, I love Ray. You come on here, you're recovering, and you're still doing the cage match. So thank you for doing that for us. We love doing this. And next time, I think we're going to try to bring a guest in here too. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So I
enjoy doing this with you guys.
My first fictional character, I think, kind of made this guy's career. I'm going to go Major Leagues and the announcer Harry Doyle, which was Bob Uecker.
Nope, not on our list, JJ. Good
try. Now Harry Doyle. All right.
Not Harry Doyle.
In
all right, Vince,
of the recently departed Robert Redford, I'm going with Roy Hobbs from The Natural.
Very good. 2 points, Vince. Very good.
Good.
That's our number one that we came up with on our thing, but very good.
The movie still.
Yeah.
Gosh, man, that gets to me.
It does. And just to kind of go off on a little tangent, he passed away today. Robert Redford did. So rest in peace, Mr. Redford. The Natural was a great movie.
I like that scene where he hit the ball in the lights and it shattered and the glass
and it goes into slow motion.
All right. I'm going to say Sandlot, and probably the only guy I can think of is Squints. So I'm going to say Squints from Sandlot.
That's not on our list, but good guess, JJ.
All right.
I'm going to go with my favorite baseball movie, the best player on the team, Kelly Leak from the Bad News Bears.
Ooh, that's on our honorable mention, not on our list. Good one, though.
All right. Man, some of these names are some of the I know who played the characters, but sometimes I don't know the characters.
Okay.
Let's see. In The Natural, there was a Babe Ruth type character, and I think they called him like the Bopper or the Clubber or something like that. So I'm going to say that from The Natural, the Babe Ruth character.
Not on our list, JJ. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, once you guys get rolling, I think you'll get it.
Okay.
Just think of baseball movies and think of the players in them.
I am going to go with Shoeless Joe Jackson in Field of Dreams.
Ooh, very good guess, but not on our list.
Ah,
He was actually a real player. These are all fictional.
okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
Yeah, these are all
fictional.
fictional. These are all made up players. There's not one of them are real.
All right. I'm going to name the actor or actress. And
Okay.
in the movie A League of Their Own, Gina Davis played a catcher. Her and her sister were going to the tryouts, but to be honest, I can't remember the character's name. But I remember Gina Davis in that movie.
Very good guess, but not on our
No?
list.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the Bad News Bears and I'm going to say Amanda.
Oh, very good. Honorable mention, but not on our list. She made the top 20. Made the
All
top
right.
20 for sure.
Well, staying with the Bad News Bears, the coach, Walter Matthau was like honey maker or honey
Buttermaker.
baker. Yeah, Buttermaker. That's it. I guess it's
Buttermaker,
some,
yeah.
I guess that's some sort of alcohol drink, I believe. But anyway, I would say Walter Matthau from the Bad News Bears. That's the only one I can think of from that.
Nope, not on our list.
Okay, I'm going to go with Crash Davis from Bull Durham.
Very good. It's number 4 on our list.
Okay.
Davis, very good.
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. A lot of great quotes in that movie.
Yes.
A lot of great quotes.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I'm having trouble thinking of fictional characters. Um, from that same movie, I'm going to say Tim Robbins, the young upstart rookie that trying to think of his name. He had like a nickname or something. Like for the life of me, I can't think of Tim Robbins' character's name. Uh, Gooch or
Nuke
something
Lelouch.
like. Nah, that's
Nuke,
it.
Nuke Lelouch.
Nuke Galush.
Yep.
Is he?
Very good guess, but not on our list.
All right.
Ricky Vaughn from Major League.
Ricky Vaughn is number 2 on our list. Very good, Vince. Major League is
Man.
the correct answer.
I've got a shirt, so I should have known that one.
Oh.
Wild Thing shirt, huh?
Uh, let's see. You had the big Caribbean first baseman that had the little doll Joe Vu, and I think his name was Sorrento.
Pedro Serrano.
Was that his name? Pedro
That was his
Sorrento?
name. That was his name, but he's not on our list.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Same movie. Um, a guy who went on to have a great career until he went to jail. I'm talking about Willie Mays Hayes and who was the actor who played Willie Mays Hayes in
Wesley
Demolition?
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
He is on our list. He is where do I see him at? Number 7 on our list. Good job, Vince. JJ, you're gonna have to step it up. He's pulling pretty far ahead of you.
I can't think of hardly any fictional characters. I'm running through my mind of fictional baseball movies, and there was a Matthew LeBlanc was in a movie about a monkey that pitched, and I think the monkey's name was Ed. I'm doubling down with Ed, the monkey from that LeBlanc movie.
I know which movie you're talking about, but no, not on the list.
Who put this together?
Well, me and 2 other guys came up with this.
Oh.
I know it's kind of biased because it's our list.
No,
but...
no. I'm reaching.
I know it's okay.
Okay. I'm going to go with Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot.
Very good, Vince. Number 3 on our list.
I have his shirt too.
Very good.
Man. Well,
Come on, JJ.
Man, I'm even having trouble remembering actors' names now.
I know you guys have seen every one of these movies too. I know you have.
Yeah. Uh, Richard Pryor was in a movie. It was an all black cast, I think, and it was the Bingo Long All Stars. I'm going to say Bingo. Richard Pryor is Bingo Long.
Not on the list. And you're thinking of Harlem Nights, by the way.
No,
No,
there was a.
No, I know.
Oh. By the way, I don't think those were fictional players. I think that was
Oh,
actual.
there was an actual
Yeah.
Bingo Long. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think those were real players now that Vince says that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the greatest baseball player
Ooh.
movie role in history, Tanner from the Bad News Bears.
Oh,
No, not on our list. That is a good movie, though.
see. What about that kid that had like a bicycle accident and then he was able to throw the ball like 102 miles an hour for the Minnesota Twins? That kid.
Is it?
Well, I'm going to guess Benji
It's an
Riley.
American Pie. Yeah,
Do what?
the
Benji
kid
Riley.
that grew up to be in the American Pie movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good guess, but no, not on the
No.
list.
All right.
I love JJ's answer. There was a
I
guy
do.
in a movie who had a bad Batman. Okay. Let me try. Um, um, hitting a roadblock here.
Oh, yeah.
How about Smalls from Sandlot?
Ooh, good guess, but not on the list.
All right. I don't have many in my hoster. I don't have many in my hoster here, but I'm
That's
going to
all right.
say Major Leagues, the
Okay.
third baseman who they actually spent money on, Corbin Burnson, played him.
I
And
know who you're talking about. Was dodging the balls that wouldn't get in front of him.
yeah, and they peed on his contract.
Right. Not on the list, JJ. Good guess though. I'll give you a clue. Well, no, I'll wait.
How many do we have left?
You got 5 left.
Oh, good
Okay.
Lord.
Oh, gosh, man.
Yeah.
I know.
I hope you guys don't have plans tonight. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gosh. Oh, Bad News Bears, Engelbert.
Ah, good guess, but no, not on the list.
There's a lot of real movies.
There are, yeah.
And then them are all out. They can't use any of them. So
Vince, do you mind if I give JJ just a small?
no, I
clue
don't
on
need
this
any
one?
help.
You
I don't
know
want
any
no
clues?
help.
Okay.
Robert,
I don't know if this will give it
Robert
away.
De Niro played a guy who was his health was failing him, and there's a famous. It's bang the drum slowly, and there's a foul ball, and he's just going in circles. He can't get underneath the
Right.
ball. So Robert De Niro and bang the drum slowly.
Nope, not on the list. That's a good guess, though, JJ. I like that one.
Thank you.
Well, I keep thinking of Field of Dreams people, and those are all real. So
Those are all real, yeah.
I'm gonna sound like JJ now. The Tony Danza pitcher in Angels in the Outfield. Can't remember his name.
Henry Rowan Gardner? Is that who you're thinking of?
Possibly.
That's on the list, number 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I knew who you meant. So
Well, getting back to The Natural, since we have Robert Redford on our minds today, his coach, I think, was a player at one time, Wilford Brimley, and he had several good speeches in that movie. So I'm going to say
he
Wilford
did.
Brimley from The Natural.
Nope, not on the list, JJ.
Um, I will go back to A League of Their Own. Um, the manager Tom Hanks played, and I can't remember
Oh.
his name either.
I know who you're talking about, but nope, not on the list.
Okay.
All right. There's a movie called Benchwarmers, and
Mm-hmm.
the guy who played Napoleon Dynamite, they had to tape the bat to his hands because he kept throwing the bat.
Right. Him?
Yes, I'm going to say the guy who played Napoleon Dynamite in the Benchwarmers.
No, not on the list, but good guess.
Uh, oh, wow. Just throwing a hint if you want, because I
Sure.
am.
There was a movie about a guy who was trying to get to a certain number on his stats.
Oh, I don't remember his name, but it's the gosh, who was the actor who's passed away? Um, Mr. 3000. Who was uh, boy, I know the actor. I can see him right now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got
you
this.
do. You do. You know this.
The I keep wanting to say Cedric the Entertainer, but he's not Cedric the Entertainer.
He was in that same group of
Yep.
comedians.
Yep,
Now,
he was.
um, oh my gosh. He was also in Bad Santa, one of my favorite movies.
Oh
Yep.
yes,
But I can't think of his name, so on to
Bernie.
JJ.
No,
You
Bernie.
got it.
Bernie Mac.
I'm giving it to
Bernie
you.
Mac. Bernie Mac, and the movie is Mr. 3000, and his name in the movie was Stan Ross. So good job, Vince.
I would have not. I
Give
would
it,
not
give
know
it to
Stan Ross.
JJ.
Oh man, you guys are giving me charity now.
God, you're right, but you got Bernie, and I didn't even get Bernie. I got Cedric. Okay.
You did.
Now there was a movie, and it's a fake movie, but it was about Tom Selleck had to go to Japan to
Mm-hmm.
further his career, and he had to learn and
Mm-hmm.
immaculate to the Japanese way and how they play baseball. So I'm going to say Tom Selleck in that movie where he went to Japan to play baseball.
You're thinking of Mr. Baseball, I believe. Is that the
Oh, it
name of the
is
movie?
Mr. Baseball. Yes, it
Mr.
is.
Baseball with Tom Selleck. Nope, not on the list, JJ. Sorry. I know who. That's a good one though. I like that
Oh,
one.
thank you. I forgot about that one.
How many have we done so far?
You got 1, 2, 3, 4 left, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Here's a subtle hint. The guy played a catcher in the movie.
Well, I've said Crash Davis. I've said Engelbert. Um, uh, um, oh, um, I got one from The Naked Gun, the Reggie Jackson player.
That's a real player, but no, not on the list.
Well, yeah,
All right.
because fictional
I
player.
I got a catcher,
Right.
and it's from
Okay.
Major Leagues, and
Yep.
he's the old catcher with bad knees. Tom Berenger played him.
Yes, he did.
I couldn't come up with his name, but he also got to spend some quality time with Rene Russo in that movie.
Yes, he did. That is on the list. It was Jake Taylor
Jake,
from
see, I
Major
would have
League.
never got that. Jake, how about that?
Yeah, coming up with the fictional names is kind of tough. I'll give you guys that. That one is hard.
Okay.
Okay, we're down to 3 guys. Here's a hint, Vince. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, but I never saw that movie, so
Oh no.
I I don't even remember the name of it.
Oh no.
So I will pass to JJ.
Okay.
I'm writing something down and I don't even know. Oh, there was a guy. Oh, shoot, I don't even know what movie this is from. But I remember. I think his name was David Keith, and he was the guy from Officer and Gentleman that hung himself, and he was like the power hitter on the other team. He was
Ooh.
a big power hitter on another team, and all through the year they couldn't get him out, and then in the big inning they finally got him out. Don't
Ooh, I
ring a
know what
bell.
you're talking about, but not on the list.
Not on the list. Okay.
Nope. The another small clue is this player has a state in their name.
State in their name.
Yep.
I think I know this one.
You do, JJ. I think you do.
Gosh,
I don't think that's.
I think I will go with um the Kevin Costner character in For the Love of the Game.
Ooh, very close. Is it? Can you come up with the name? I think you're on it, Vince, actually.
No, I just thought he was the pitcher and star of For the Love of the Game.
Billy Chapel.
Sure, yeah.
I kind of gave it away to you, but yeah, you were on the right track there, Vince. That is correct. All right,
Now
we're down to the last one, JJ.
now you said there was a guy with a state in his name,
Yes.
and I was thinking, oh, I got it. And hang on a second. But it's not baseball; it's football. There was a guy, Johnny Utah, in the Replacements, and it was Keanu Reeves.
You're right. That's a football one. Nope, this is a baseball
But
one.
he's made believe. He's made believe. I got 3 out of 4 there.
You
All
did.
right.
You did.
Jersey Mike. Oh man. Wow.
Midwest state. Midwestern state.
I don't have a clue. I I don't know. This is pretty hard. I'm trying
It
to think
is
of
tough.
every fake baseball movie I can think of, and good Lord, I can't think of any. The only guy I could think of was there's a guy who that kid that got hurt that pitched. There was a guy from Home Alone that was like an old pitcher that was kind of crazy, but I can't think of his name. And I'm going to have to bow out on this. I can't think of any more artificial names of fake movie baseball. I can't
As
say.
soon as you hear it, you're going to know it. But yeah, I understand. This last one is kind of tough.
I don't know. I haven't a clue.
It's a tough one.
Indiana
Like
Jones.
Very good, but no, Vince.
I at least nailed the Midwest state. So
You did.
Yeah, you
You
did.
did. Have I stumped you guys on the last one?
I don't have a clue, Ray.
I'm clueless.
Okay. The movie is The Scout.
Oh,
Brendan
that's
Fraser.
right. Brendan Fraser. What was his name in that?
Steve, Nebraska.
Oh, I would have never known that.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
That movie.
Me neither.
You guys have never seen that?
No.
Oh,
I like the guy that plays the scout.
It's not the greatest baseball movie, but it's one worth watching, I think.
So Vince beat me like 7-2, didn't he?
Well, they were 2-point questions. He kind of beat you 17-4, but
Yeah, man.
yeah,
That's a Monday night football score right there.
Yeah,
Ouch.
he got you this. He got you this round, JJ.
I got 2 safeties. Well, I'll be honest with you. When we started, after the second one, I was like, I think I'm out of answers. So I was just combing the memory bank. Man, that was a tough one, Ray. That was tough.
That was kind of tough, but like I said, I came up with movies and fictional characters because I know Vince started his other podcast, and
Yes.
I was like, oh, oh, maybe Vincent, like that. I don't know, but we'll try. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I,
It was tough.
I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah, it was a challenge, and I lost the challenge, but I will come back next time.
Yeah, next time I got the movies, the baseball movies, top 10 of those, or we can do the top 10 strikeout leaders since 2000, the year
Oh, that'd be
2000.
tough. All right.
Yeah, that's another one. And I think you guys would do good on both those. So
I got to do better. I can't do any worse than this one.
right.
Well, Ray, we are so glad you're back on your feet,
Yeah,
literally,
thank you.
and glad that the procedure is behind you and that you're recovering. And thank you for coming on again and making us look like fools.
No, that was that you guys picked the toughest category really out of the three that I had ready for you. That one was tough. So I think you guys did very well. You knocked the first five out like it was nothing.
He did.
Vince got you, JJ, but the last five were tough. And like I said, when I'm on TikTok doing this with a couple other guys, we have to think about it too. And we are the movies that we want to put together. Our number four movie, we struggled with it so bad to put it at number four. But, because we all thought, well, that should be number one. No, there's three other movies that are better, blah, blah, blah. But we struggled for a good 15 or 20 minutes just on that one movie, trying to get it ranked in there. So,
all right.
Wow.
Well, maybe people will look at these movies now that they have forgot about. And
because like I said, we post this stuff on
them.
TikTok and we have all kinds of haters on there. Like we did a top 10 catchers of all time. And I think our very first one we did, we left Molina off. I don't know how we did it, but we did.
That's fine. No, I don't think he's a top 10 catcher.
Of all time, and every comment was no Molina. What? No Molina? We had a lot of feedback on that one. So it was fun though. But anyway, thank you guys for having me.
Just for fun, you should have went back and put Benji Molina on there.
Oh, yeah, that would have taught him.
Well, actually, we're working on one now that you guys, I think you'll like. It's nicknames of baseball players.
Oh, top 10?
And Benji has one, so.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ray. We will see you next month, and
Sounds good.
We will be ready this time.
That's right.
Good.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Take it easy.
All right. See you guys. Thanks again.
I want to thank Ray for stepping in and doing the Battle Royal. Ray had extensive surgery where they cut him open basically from chest to groin and had to replace the femur artery he was explaining. And it's a genetic thing that runs in his family that he knew this was going to have to happen. But he, as you can see, he's chipper as ever and making us look stupid. Just
that was easy for me tonight.
That guy that wore a hat in that movie, yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, the guy with the thing.
We were about down to, Oh my gosh. JJ, I have 1991 Fleer with stickers and trading cards.
Ooh. All right. I went a little more current. I like that. We're going to have some good ones in that with some Hall of Famers. And this comes from SP Sports Cards over in Farmington. I'm so happy that I've went in there. Very nice people. They got good stuff. I have Heritage Cards. I like that, the way the pack looks. 2021s. So you want to go first since you've got the, the old timers there.
And every now and then, Kathy and I go to Farmington. And the reason we go to Farmington is because we go to Menards. And why do we go from Peevely to Farmington for Menards? Because even though they're closer in the city, they're a pain in the neck. I can just get on the highway, have a leisurely drive, get to Menards, then we get something to eat. But I am going to stop at the card store next time I'm there and introduce.
Oh, yeah. Very nice people. Very nice.
Very good. Okay.
One Hall of Famer, Vince.
I will say 3. I'm going to go 3.
Ooh,
I got the team logo stickers. I have, thank God, the Cubs, the Braves, the Reds, and the Astros.
I like that. Very nice.
So Top 10 in 1991 for the Braves, batting average.
Oh, 91.
Uh,
Was McGriff there then? I don't remember
oh,
who was.
no. These are all-time batting average.
Oh, like
Him,
Aaron?
38. Ralph Garzon here, 317. Henry Aaron, 310. Tommy Holmes, 303. Rico Cardi, 317. Do you know who the career leader for the Braves is in home runs?
Well, that would have to be Hank Aaron, right? Yeah, Hank Aaron.
Did great.
Hey, I thought, you know what? I did so bad in that cage match. I've lost all. I have no confidence anymore.
You won't get this one. Who has the most hits as a Brave?
It's got to be Hank Aaron.
Golly gee, man.
No,
36
he tried to trick me, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no way you're going to get the most RBIs for a Brave.
I'm going to have to say maybe the all-time RBI leader, Hank Aaron.
Oh my gosh. You're cheating. You're cheating. My first player, former Philly, former Cub, second baseman, Mickey Morandini, which I think would be a great magician name.
Oh,
now.
yeah. Mickey Morandini, the magic of Morandini.
Former Astro, former Padre, former All-Star, now dead, Ken Caminetti.
Now dead Kim Caminetti, yes. Was he an MVP? I think Padres and Astros.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was. Former Yankee, former Padre. I think he pitched for the Pirates too. The guy who would show you the stitches of the ball if you leaned over the plate. His own words. Ed Whitson.
Ed Whitson.
Padres, Yankees, Giants, Indians, and he broke in with the Pirates. So,
I'll be darned. That's a long career right there.
Former Yankee outfielder. I only remember this guy's name because he should not have been in the major leagues, but he was friends with Deion Sanders when he played with the Yankees, so they brought him up. Oscar Azokar.
I do not remember him, Vince.
Yeah, it's one of those weird names I remember. The Royals are playing the Yankees. We're listening to the game as I'm painting a school building outside, and they bring up Azokar as good friends with Deion Sanders, and they said that's probably why he's here, because back then the Yankees were not that good. Twin shortstop, Greg Gagne.
Yes. World Series champion.
Yes, and not to be confused with Minnesota great wrestler Greg Gagne, spelled the same way.
Yes. He worked as a used car salesman now.
Really?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. For the Brewers, first baseman George Canali.
Don't know Canali.
Ooh, former Cardinal, former Padre, former Giant, and his father at one time was a GM at the Cubs, Mr. Terry Kennedy, the catcher.
Yes, nice player.
Oh, this guy was a pretty good pitcher. That didn't have a great major league career, but his brother became a man of lore. His brother would actually enter people's dreams and kill them. We have Bill Kruger here, Freddie's brother.
Wow, that's how he did so good. His brother was helping him.
One of the premier center fielders defensively, former Angel, former Blue Jay, Devon White, won a couple World Series.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good player.
Good player. I liked this guy when I lived in Kansas City. Former catcher Mike McFarland.
Yes.
Former Tiger, Mariner, Yankee, Edwin Nunez. Did he play for the Cardinals?
I don't think so, but I don't know. If he did, it was a short-lived one.
For the Red Sox, pitcher Barry Jones. Don't remember Barry.
I don't know Barry.
Oh, my first Hall of Famer, and only one of this package. Former Padre, former Yankee, former Angel, former Blue Jay, and who else did he play for? Mr. Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield, very nice.
And the last player is, even though he's not a Hall of Famer, he's my favorite player from the package. my all-time favorite Cardinal at this time playing outfield for the Athletics, Willie McGee.
Oh, love Willie. Two batting titles.
Oh
Two
yeah,
batting titles. Two batting titles.
MVP, World Series hero.
Well, Vince, I'm opening the Heritage 2021. I've already opened them, but there's the pack again right there. And
No Hall of Famers.
no Hall, well, 2021. But these packs, the cards that year look like 1972. I call them the Jackson 5 style cards. And I'll show you why here in a minute. The first guy is the Chicago White Sox, Adam Engel, and I do not know him, but I call it the Jackson 5 because they had a cartoon and the Jackson 5 thing would bounce up in the air like that on the cartoon. So the everything was in Technicolor and everything back in the early 70s when I was a kid. HR Puffin stuff and all that stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, Milwaukee Brewer, Orlando Arcia. There he is right there.
Yeah, yes.
Very nice. Great smile. Seems happy to be
He's
there.
on the Braves now. Is he on the Braves now?
Could be. I don't know, but I haven't heard him on the Brewers roster in quite a while. A Dodger, and I don't know which team he's with anymore, but Dustin May. He's got that great mop right there. Look at that kid.
He went
Man,
somewhere else. But
they went somewhere else. Man, I'd like to have hair like that again. Look at that hair. That's Dustin May. All right. And if you remember the 72 cards, they always had these in action cards. And here is Max Scherzer of the Nationals in action. And they have on the back every leading ERA of the last 50 years right there. That's kind of cool. From the Nationals, 2021, Trey Turner. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look how young he is. And look at that emblem. They got like a Capitol building with a W right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another in action card, a Seattle Mariner, Kyle Lewis. I don't know where he's at now. I know I hear his name every once in a while, but I don't know who he's with anymore. Kyle Lewis.
Is he running the bases or is that a dance move?
You know what? He looks like he's doing the Charleston.
Yeah.
And on the back, it looks like there's a picture to be had. So on the back of these cards, if you put them all together, you're going to get some sort of player. It's either a Cardinal or a Cincinnati Red or somebody right there.
Oh, that card's irritating.
Ba-ding! There you go. Flashback 72, McCovey's blast, 14th career Grand Slam, and old Willie McCovey. A shout out to Willie McCovey, who is a Hall of Famer. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I lied. You had Hall of Famer.
The final two players are Baltimore Orioles, John Means, pitcher John Means, and I know who that is.
Yeah. Great stuff. He's been battling injuries.
And 2021, I think the Orioles lost 110 games that year or something. And the last Oriole here is Pedro Sevano, and there he is right there. So that's my pack right there. And I like the look of these cards. They're kind of that classic 72. Kind of nice that they do that. I as an old baseball card fan, I like that they do that every year and pick out a year and kind of copy that style with today's players. And they're usually in some sort of pose. Like back then, it was more hitting or catching or pitching, real basic poses, not like today's cards where they're jumping over the guy sliding into second, stuff like that. More action cards now.
Yeah. Well, JJ, I hope you have a good week.
You too, sir.
I'm going to try. It's that time of the year I start ramping up craft stuff. So playing on my saw. And I always hate sanding. I hate sanding.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Do you have a garage? You do all this? Is there an area that you're doing all this stuff?
Well, in this part of my basement, which you can't see, which is walled off from my office, there is a area that is kind of a work area, but the space is not good. The floor is in terrible shape, and it's a mess in there. So I do a lot of this outside. I have a table saw that I keep outside out of the elements, and I do a lot of my cutting on the table saw. and then I'll just bring out tools and lay them on the picnic table. If I need like a level table, I'll bring stuff in here. But I need a new floor in the garage. In fact, it's dangerous, but it's going to be costly to do a new floor. So I'm just getting by right now.
I understand. My basement's needs a lot of help too.
Yeah, I've made some big things. I've made like end tables, I've made coffee tables. I made Evelyn this oak stereo cabinet.
Oh,
But the problem when I do a big project like that, I just don't have the room to do it. And when I'm done with it, I always find the flaws that, gosh, man, if I had enough space, I would. The lighting's not great down here, so I beat myself up, and I know that when you do wood projects and stuff like that, that they say the imperfections happen, and it's just character. Um, but when I'm making a three-legged coffee table, that's not imperfection. That's just idiocy.
that's why they make matches. You can put the matches underneath there to keep it steady.
There you go. Well, JJ, you have a good day, and we will
You too, sir.
we'll see you next week.
Next week, sir.